What's happening, guys? Welcome back. In this episode we'll be unboxing, reviewing and testing the Gamesir T4 Kaleid multi-platform controller. Now what's special about this controller is that it uses Hall effect joysticks, which unlike regular controllers will never suffer from stick drift, which as you probably know has been a persistent issue as long as controllers have existed. Before testing the controller with some actual games, let's first unbox it and go over its main features. So, as I mentioned, the T4 Kaleid is a multi-platform controller and it's compatible with PC, Nintendo Switch and Android devices. There's also a dedicated app which allows you to pretty much fully customize the controller. And let's go ahead and unbox the T4 Kaleid. First we have a very good quality 2 meters or 6 foot long USB Type-C cable, and you'll need it since this is a wired controller. Next we have a very detailed user manual and the T4 Kaleid controller itself. As you can see, the controller is completely transparent, so we can enjoy the beautiful and fully customizable RGB lighting. I'm not really a fan of transparent controllers, but here the design is actually quite nice and I like how the T4 looks. It shares its overall design and buttons layout with the Xbox controller. The lack of internal battery also makes the T4 Kaleid lighter than the Xbox controller at only 212 grams. So guys, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the highlight feature of the T4 Kaleid is that it uses Hall effect joysticks and Hall effect triggers. Since the component in the Hall effect joystick never physically touch, the sensors do not wear out like they do on analog joysticks. This means, at least on paper, that Hall effect joysticks will never develop drift in their lifetime. When it comes to the other buttons, we have a standard D-pad and a mode button right in the middle. On the top we have the back button, the capture button, the start button and the home button with the Gamesir logo. Next we got the X, Y, A and B buttons, and guys, they feel just amazing. The movement is snappy yet cushioned and we have this very satisfying clicky feel. Moving on to the bumpers and the Hall effect trigger buttons, I would describe the trigger movement as precise and smooth during the full range of motion. We can also switch to hair triggers mode for FPS games for even more precision and responsiveness. You know I'm a fan of asymmetrical thumbsticks design and so far I'm quite happy with how the controller feels in my hands. Last but not least, at the back we have two extra macro back buttons, which can be assigned to any other button, and there's also a turbo function. Next guys, let's check out some of the customization options and modes. First, we can enable and disable the hair trigger function by simply pressing the mode button and the corresponding trigger. If the operation is successful, the home button will flash as you can see. We can also change the intensity of the vibration function by pressing the mode button and up or down button on the D-pad. Since the controller is transparent, we can actually see the rumble motor spinning, which is quite cool. Next, we can also change the RGB lighting effects. There's a whole bunch of options and transitions that you could choose from. All those features are also accessible from the Gamesir app that you can download on your PC from the Microsoft Store. We also check out the app once we connect the controller to our PC. So guys, as I said, you can download the official Gamesir app from the Microsoft Store. The app is pretty straightforward and easy to use, and it really unlocks the full potential of the T4 Kaleid. So first, I wanted to test the controller with GTA 5. And my first impression is that the controller is actually quite comfortable. The back is textured, so there's enough grip. The face buttons feel responsive, I didn't notice any delay whatsoever, and all in all, it's a really pleasant controller to use.
Something don't feel too good. Fucking jerk! Oh, Jesus! Fucking hell! Oh my God! What the fuck is that?
I also tested the T4 Kaleid with the Nintendo Switch and it worked without a problem. Having a full-size controller really makes the gaming experience on the Switch, at least for me, much better. You have significantly more control, the thumbsticks and the triggers are more precise than the Joy-Cons, which gives you a huge advantage. So guys, if you like the T4 Kaleid, you can purchase it using the links in the description. There's also a 50% off discount code that you can use. Hope you liked the video and see you all next time.